What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can create an employee onboarding system on make.com. Let's get started. I'm using Monday as my CRM, and on Monday, I have both a client's list and an employees list. On my employees list, I'm getting their full name, the date they were added, updated, their status, first and last name, email, phone number, and location. Now, all the list of my employees, after we add them to our CRM, they will be on this list. To trigger the employee onboarding system, we are going to update our status onboarded, and it will trigger automation that I'm about to show you how to create. To start creating our employee onboarding system, I'll click on create a new scenario. The next thing I'll do is I'll rename my scenario to employees onboarding system. So the first thing that we will do on automation is to call our board, our employees list board. We will search for Monday, and then we will trigger a watchboards column value. This will create a webhook, and over here you can create a webhook just by clicking add, and then renaming your webhook, and then creating a connection right here by adding an API key right here. To create a webhook, you can rename our webhook to employees onboarding system. Then to create our connection, we'll need an API key. So on Monday, you'll click on where you'll see your profile, then click on administration. And then on administration, you'll click on connection, then API, and then here you'll find your API token. Go back to your automation and paste your API key right here and click on save. Then here you'll choose the board ID that we would like to call. Our board is called employees list. So here we're going to select employees list. And then the update type, we are looking for a column values update of a certain item. And then click on, so select items column value update, and then click on save. Now here, since our webhook has been set up, we're going to click on show address and then copy address to clipboard, and then click on OK. And then back to our board, here you'll click on integrate, and then click on webhooks since we're triggering a webhook. Now we're going to choose when a status changes to something, send a webhook. Then here we're going to choose to use another connection, and then we'll paste the link that we just copied right here, and then click on connect. So here we're going to select status changes to onboarded, and then click on add to board. Now when we run this module and then go back to our list and change this to onboarded, you'll see that it runs successfully, and we are able to get the name of our employee right here. Now to get all these other details like his first name, email, phone number, and location, we are going to add another module called get item on Monday. So here search for get an item. Now here we'll find our connection and click on our connection, which is employees onboarding system. For the ID, we're going to add our pulse ID, and for the board ID, we're going to choose our employees list and then click on OK. Now here we'll need our pulse ID to run our module. Now when we run this module only, we'll add our pulse ID right here and click on OK. You'll see that it ran successfully, and now we have all the details of our employee. So the date they were created, last updated, their status, their first and last name, their email, phone number, and location. Instead of onboarded, here we can edit it to onboarding, and then click on OK. Because onboarded, it's kind of like in the past tense. Therefore, here we are going to change, we're going to copy our address, and then on integrate, we're going to search for webhooks, and then you can add another webhook, choose another account, and then click on connect. So when our status changes to onboarding, we're going to run our webhook right here. So to see if it's working, we're going to return this to intake and run our scenario and then click on wait for new data. Now when we change it to onboarding, let's see if it will run successfully. To run successfully, and we have all the details of David Liam right here. The next thing we'll do is to interview our employee to ensure that they are qualified. Here we will add a scheduling link using Calendly so they can schedule a call. And after you get on a phone call and interview the employee and you're satisfied, we can proceed to sending them all the necessary documents and tasks and onboarding materials. So here we're going to search for Calendly and click on create a scheduling link. For the maximum event count, we can add, let's say 2. And for the event type, we'll choose client interview and click on OK. Now here we can rename our scenario to employee interview or kickoff call. After the kickoff call is a success, we can proceed to sending them a Google Drive folder with the onboarding materials and different tasks. So here I'll search for Google Drive and then click on create a folder. Here we can create a filter to ensure that only the qualified employees are accessing the folders of the tasks and onboarding materials that we are going to create right here. So here we can set up a filter and say if qualified, the condition should be the call equals to success. That's when they will proceed to the next step, which is creating a folder with all the necessary tasks and documents. The first folder we're going to create will be for that specific employee. We'll need to first of all create a connection between our Google Drive and make.com. After creating a connection between Make and your Google Drive, here we'll choose the location of our folder. So we're going to choose My Drive, and then here I'll choose the location. I'll choose Onboarding System. And then for the folder's name, I'm going to choose the name of our employee, and then click on OK. So yeah, I'm going to rename it to Employee Folder. And click on OK. Another folder that we can add is a folder for all the upcoming tasks. So here we can create a folder for all the upcoming tasks and add the documents on this folder. I'm going to also choose a folder name, a folder location, choose onboarding, and for the name, can upcoming tasks, and then click on OK. I can also rename it to upcoming tasks. Okay. Now, before the upcoming tasks, we can also add the current tasks that we would like for them to do. So here, I'll choose create a new folder. And then here, choose a location for our files, which is onboarding system. And then our folder could be the current tasks. So this folder will have all the documents for the current tasks. Then we can rename this module as current tasks to avoid any confusion with the other folders. And lastly, maybe we can add another folder for all the documents and onboarding materials right here. So here we can create a folder and add, and on this folder we can choose a location. And then here we can say here this folder is for all the documents and the necessary materials. We can copy this so we can use that as our folder name, or as our module name, and then click on OK. We can save it and then auto align our module. Since we qualified our employee on this call right here, here we are creating a folder for our employee. We are giving them all the documents on the current task that we would like for them to perform, all the upcoming tasks, and all the relevant and necessary documents. After creating a folder and handing them all the necessary documents, we will set up a communication channel. We are going to create a communication channel using Slack. So over here, we can search for Slack, and then the first thing that we'll do is create a channel you are going to use to communicate with this employee with. So here I'll click on create a channel. Here you can create a connection between your Slack and make.com just by clicking add right here. And then here just naming your connection, employees onboarding system, and then click on save. And then this other tab will open. And then all you have to do is just grant make.com permission to access your workspaces on Slack. So all you have to do is just click on allow and your connection will be created. And here you can give your channel a name. We can say that we are running an accounting firm and this employee is responsible for all the financial management. We can say finances as our name of our channel and then click on OK. Now, after creating our channel, we will set a specific topic for our channel. So here, I'll search for set the topic of a channel. Here I'll choose our connection, which is employees, and then click on continue. This other tab will open up, and all you have to do is just make permission to access your Slack workspace. Click on allow. Now with our connection created, here we'll choose the type of our channel. We're going to choose public channel. Our input method, we're going to select from a list. And here we are going to choose one of our channels. Let's click on general. And the topic, we can say our topic is financial management. And then click on OK. Now to test our scenario, if it works, here we are going to click on run. And we are going to click on wait for new data. So over here, when we change our status back to intake and then change it back to onboarding, you'll see that it runs successfully. So here we are getting our employee, all the details of our employee right here, including the name, the status, the email, the phone number, and location. We are creating a scheduling link to qualify the employee, and then we're creating a folder for that specific employee and creating a folder for the current tasks, upcoming tasks, and the necessary documents and materials that this employee will need. We're also creating a Slack channel and setting a topic of the channel. Now, when we go back to our Google Drive, you can see we have 4 different folders, one for current tasks, for a specific employee, documents and materials, and upcoming tasks. So here we'll add the current tasks, the necessary documents that this employee will need, and the upcoming tasks. Here you can add miscellaneous documents for this specific employee. Now, after we have created all the folders, we are creating a Slack channel. Now, when we go back to our Slack channels, here you will see one of the channels that we just created for finances. So here we named our channel as finances. You can see we have our channel called finances right here. On the general channel, you can see that we set the channel topic to financial management, and all the communications with this employee will take place over here. Here you can choose to add other modules, like for example on Slack, you can choose to invite users. So here you can search for invite users. And here you can select all the different users that you'd like to invite to your finances channel. Click on OK. And then here you can create a message. First of all, we're going to choose the right connection. Click on continue. After creating a connection of your Slack nmake.com, here we're going to choose our channel from the list. Channel type will be public channel. Our channel will be finances. And then here we can add our text. For example, welcome. And here we can add the name of our employee. We can add the first name. Welcome, David. Looking forward to working with you. And then click on OK. Now, after running our scenario, we can see that we are getting our employee. We are scheduling for an interview call. We are creating all the respective folders and then creating a Slack channel, setting a topic, and inviting a user to our Slack channel, and then creating a message. Now, when we go back to our channel, you can see right here we added a user, and our welcome message is right here. We were saying, welcome, David, looking forward to working with you. The same thing we had over here. Welcome, David, looking forward to working with you. And click on OK. So that means our scenario is working perfectly. You can see all the folders. So here you can see the folders that we created right here and our channel. And you can see we also invited our user and sent them a welcome message on our channel just by creating a simple employees onboarding system. So this is a simple employees onboarding system that you can create for yourself, for your business, or for your client's business, and save yourself all the manual onboarding tasks that are involved in onboarding employees on your business. You can do that by setting up this simple automation on make.com. If you have any automation system that you'd like for me to create for you, comment down below in the comment section. And if I land on your comment and I find it interesting, I'll come back on a future video creating the entire automation live on a future video. But for now, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.